The best way to let go of a negative emotion is actually to do the opposite that our instincts or our brain might guide you to do. So when you are feeling a fear, an emotional fear, and you kind of freeze inside and you don't want to say anything and you prefer to run away from the situation, then yes, you could do that, but then deal with your fear inside yourself. So whenever you feel any emotion that's negative and fear-based come up in you, it's time to actually stay still and allow it to be there. So doing exactly the opposite what the mind wants to tell you, because the mind is all about protecting yourself from the seeming danger that it perceives there to be. But that's coming from the past. There was a danger in the past because there was a similar situation that you're having again now. And the mind is reminding you, hey, look, now it's best to just get out of here, run. But when you keep on doing that, all you do is run all the time. You run from the same situation and you never get to resolve it. So the best method to deal with this fear or any other painful emotion is to be fully present. So you basically put all your attention onto that painful emotion. We have run away from our emotions for far too long, and that kept us in our mind. The mind kept in control. It was always telling us what to do. It became our director of our life. It actually controls us until we become aware of what's actually going on, and we notice that we cannot run away from past emotions that happened like decades ago when we were children most of the time. It's time to be in the present moment again. And the more you are in the present moment, the more you are reducing the power the mind has over you. And we want to do that to become more conscious. When we are following our minds again and again and again, we are following also the unconscious programming. That just keeps on coming up and tells us what to do. It's instinctual, it's like automatic, it's a program, and we don't even think and stop and observe this situation. So that's got to change. If you want to take back your power, if you want to become the creator of your life and be the director who chooses what happens in your life. And if you want to become more aware, because it's always about consciousness and unconsciousness. If you are living from autopilot and you just do what your unconscious mind tells you and you keep on repeating the old program, you stay unconscious. And when you stay unconscious, the unconscious mind has the power. And that's usually 95%. So your life is run by the unconscious mind without you being in the picture. You don't have any saying over what's happening in your life if you allow this to happen. So the fastest way to come back to consciousness, to more awareness, to wake up and take back the reins and choose the beliefs you want to install into your program, your subconscious program, so it will help you to get the life that you want. In order to do that, you need to first uncreate the unconscious program that isn't helping you. And you do that by being present with the pain. You've got to go through the pain. You've got to feel it, let it be there. So allow it to come up and be with it. You can even ask yourself questions like, can I let it be there? Yes. Can I feel it in my body? Yes. How heavy is it? And then you come up with a percentage. Could I let it go? I am willing to. Yes, you could let it go if you want to. Can I hand it over to God? Can I just let it dissolve? Yeah, if you want to. And then you keep on asking, and then at the end, once you've done that, you know, once you kept feeling it and being with it, and can I allow it to be there more, and can I let it be there even if it's really painful? And you say, yes, I can if I choose to. Yes, I can if I choose to. And the more you say yes to that, the more you're saying yes to yourself and to the strong presence who you truly are. Because what you're doing here is you are encouraging your presence to take over instead of your mind. And that's the way to take back your power. That's the way to increase your inner strength, your infinite consciousness that we all have, but we push away and we let the mind do all the controlling and running our lives. And you empower yourself to actually be the true self that you are. So this is a very important exercise to do. And if you can't sit down and work with your emotion there and then, because it happens at work, say, do it in the evening. You can always come back to that feeling and go back into that feeling, go back into the scene that you had and allow that feeling to come up again. And that takes practice as well, and willingness and dedication to let it go. If you understand how important it is to be present with that emotion, so it can go through you rather than being stuck in time, like, you know, because it's coming from the past. It's still there from the past. It's not being resolved. But if you now allow it to be there and be willing to feel it, no matter what it is, you know, if it's strong or it feels like it's so real and it wants to take you over and it wants to overshadow you and make you feel hurt and whatever. It's only an emotion, and it only feels so strong because you haven't worked with it yet. You let it be the ruler, basically. You allowed it to run you. But it's only an emotion from the past. Yes, it needs to be resolved. It needs to be acknowledged, and it needs to be met with your presence. So that's what you need to do, nothing else. And that's at least the beginning, you know. It's much better to be with it than avoid it or run from it, because then you can open your heart. At the moment when you're allowing the emotion to run you and you avoid it or run away, you are closing your heart again. Your heart is not allowed to be present. And when your heart is not present, you are not empowered. You are run by your mind. You are run by your emotion. And that's never going to make you strong or empowered. So choose to be present. Choose to allow the emotion to be there. Be strong. Know that it cannot hurt you, really. It feels like that, but it can't really, can it? It's energy that's running through you, and you are allowing that energy to run and to be there and to do its thing, so it can come up and become stronger maybe, and then it will come out of you. That's the way to release it. So the stronger you want to become, the stiller you have to be. Strength means being still even in a tumultuous drama situation where, you know, you have an argument, say, somebody accuses you or is unfair to you. And if you can, in that situation, just observe it, but not react to the outside world and cause an argument or you know, accuse somebody because of what they're saying to you. If you can just observe it in yourself, what's happening, because they're your feelings, they're your emotions, then you are going to strengthen yourself and empower yourself. Calmness and presence makes you strong. So I hope this helped you. And if you've got any questions, please do ask me. And if you want to share any difficult scenario that you might keep having, please let me know. I can make a video about it next time. And if it was helpful, please do like this video and subscribe to my channel to get more videos and more help on how to empower yourself and actually really truly love yourself exactly the way you are, so you can free your true self and be the authentic self that you are longing to be. Until next time, have a beautiful time.